Welcome to today's Spa Skin and Beauty podcast, where this esthetician of over 13 years and former spa owner, I'm going to talk to you about the importance of shaving your face. And I want to tell you why you want to shave your face, how to do it correctly, what is the best way to plump up your skin at the end, because I'm always wanting to plump up my skin. But first,
swap. Let me tell you something, y'all. I know we've been missing the healthy swaps, but we had a couple of interview guests on, and we're going to have a couple more guests coming on the podcast. Lindsey, I so saw you look at my hair.
Well, there's this random bump. I mean, Ashley, I applaud you for coming to the show. She's got a big fat fall headache because the
pressure has changed. So just so y'all know, whenever the temperature drops like that, that's what gives me a headache. So I have a big fat headache on. And Lindsey was
Thanks
like,
for coming to the show, though.
Yeah, you're welcome.
But so that is a new look.
I did my hair and I just slapped on some gloss and, whatever.
My gloss. I actually went up to my makeup station upstairs. If you don't know what we're talking about, just head to YouTube, look for Spa Skin and Beauty, and you'll see Ashley's lovely bump. Do you think I can smooth that out real quick?
You can't.
Hold on. Let me just, hold on. Whoa. What if we pulled this? Oh, do you have a pin there?
No, I don't. And I'm not worried about it. Anyways, what I was saying
is we are not hair people, we're skin.
Yeah, we're skin and we're sisters. So
I can do that. I can tell you. What's that with your funky bump on your
It is a funky bump. But you know what? That's called inner confidence. And I don't care. Okay. So
that's called you got a headache. When you have a headache,
I have a headache. So anyways, what I was saying was that we stopped the healthy swaps because we had some interview guests on, and then we have a few more coming up.
Really good ones, by the way.
Yes. So on the interview guests, we don't want to, do our thing. We want to give the show,
give them the whole show,
because they're the professionals for that segment. Anyways, but back to our healthy swaps, because it's just Lynn and I today.
Are those my earrings?
No, these are my earrings. Our best friend Roslyn. When I was visiting her in Tennessee, she had these on and they make every outfit look fantastic.
They do.
And so
I like your outfit. I like your green necklace. You've put some effort.
Yes.
We're gonna forgive the hair because your skin, your makeup, your jewels, and this is pretty color for fall. That looks good.
I'll tell you why. I went on a shopping spree because Lindsey and I.
Yes, she really did.
Yeah, I'm not talking about that. Anyways, but we decided that we were going to start filming on YouTube. So I wanted to have some fun wardrobe pieces to wear.
That's really pretty. I feel like it looks cute on camera, but in real life, you should wear that for maybe Thanksgiving.
Okay. Anyways, so the healthy swap today is something that I have tested out. And if you heard our holiday skin guide that was just out, this is actually one of the things that we're talking about. It was the Paleo Valley Super Greens, and this is a strawberry lemonade flavor. And in it, it's got things like beetroot, cauliflower, collard greens, strawberries, all these things that you can't, eat all at once because that'd be nasty. So what I did was I have played around with it to come up with a fun drink. And here's what I do. So I get plain sparkling water. I get a big stock of Pelegrino at Costco in the glass bottles. Oh my gosh, I love it. It also makes me feel fancy. But if you get it at Costco, it's not so expensive. I do that. So I pour that in a big glass. I put some organic lemonade, a little bit of organic lemonade in there. And then I will squeeze some lemons and put like 1 or 2 slices of lemons in there. And then I'll put a scoop of the super greens in there. I've tried it with both the strawberry lemonade and the tropical one.
Which is your favorite?
And then and then I mix it together and fill it with ice, and it's really good.
Refreshing.
And by the way, it's also filling. So, but I feel so good because on those days where I can't get in all of my fruits and vegetables, I feel really good. So was that you hurrying up because...
No, did I appear that way?
Yeah, you were like, get on with it. Ashley.
I guess I just wanted to know what your favorite one was.
Oh, I like them both. With the lemonade, they both.
That's good. You could just alter.
Yeah. So I've got the tropical and then the strawberry lemonade. I have not done the unflavored one yet because with the lemon and the sparkly fizz and all that stuff, those 2 flavors, I just want a flavor right now. So that's my healthy swap tip.
But they're not artificial flavors. They're
No.
natural flavors.
Yes.
No, I didn't even want to say natural, like organic
Stuff.
Yeah,
I mean,
I don't know. I just what's the word for
it's
that?
Organic mint flavor, organic strawberry flavor, organic lemon flavor, that kind of
You
stuff.
just want to make sure you look at what those are.
Yes.
I want to give you a super fast routine where I pack in a lot to get you the most benefits in as little time as possible. I want you to know this is exciting. You can watch me do this entire routine in our app. So if you go to lindseyholder.com, we now have an app. Go and find it, and you will see this as one of the videos. You're in my bathroom with me doing this routine because I wanted a place for everyone to be able to go to not feel overwhelmed. Because yes, I can talk about this, but there's it's just different when you see someone actually do it and we're doing it together. You can feel that, oh, I'm doing this right. And you have an esthetician who has like researched everything, has experience. So anyway, I love shaving the face. It's a great way to exfoliate your skin. It makes your makeup and your skincare go on so much more smoothly. I do shave my face a little bit differently than other people. And that is my tip for that is this is just my personal preference. I actually don't shave my face all at one time. For some reason, my hair grows in different sometimes I'll have more here and there. I don't know why. Maybe it's just me. But I actually patch shave my face and it doesn't feel like I'm doing this whole thing. So if I have like this chin section or the cheek section or the cheeks right here, then I'll shave that section as she's trying to fix her hair. But I think you should just stop at this point.
It was hurting. So I was like, whatever. My hair looks like a big fat mess. So I'm just going to at least make it comfortable.
You're bringing the 80s back.
Totally.
Bringing the 80s back. You know who I'm bringing back? I know this is off topic.
Who?
This will you're either going to know this movie or you're not going to know this movie. But I bought those bows, this movie Heathers. Did you watch Heathers?
Classic, cult classic with Winona Ryder and oh my gosh.
Oh, she was so pretty. The blonde.
The blonde with the big red bow.
She had the big red bow. Yeah. And Shannon Doherty was in that. Remember Shannon? Yeah.
I didn't like her in that movie.
Oh, sorry, Shannon.
But
you didn't like her character.
I didn't like her character in that movie.
She's
great. Like the other blonde and the like the really skinny blonde. I didn't like her character either. My two favorites were the first Heather.
You didn't like their character.
Yeah, didn't I say that?
You had to like. I didn't like them, but you meant like their character.
No, I didn't like their character. Yeah. I love Shannon Doherty in Beverly Hills 90210.
You like her character. Yeah,
the character. Oh my gosh, yeah. No, her. Like she was my best friend.
Anyway, I got these big bows, and yes, I'm like, can I wear this at 46? You darn right, and I'm going to. I got a big velvet ribbon, and I like hair accessories. You will notice that I always have one, and I just like them. I'm Southern. I like.
It doesn't matter if you're Southern.
We like big hair. You know what? That's true because we live in California. I'm wearing all the accessories too. But anyway, that movie Heathers. I had this big, beautiful bow, and I wore it in my interview with Jessica Rose. Remember, I had my hair to the side.
It looked really pretty.
So anyway. What are we talking about? Oh yeah, shaving.
I will tell you that I remember that that you said this at one point is that also as you get up older, you will have random hairs just come on your face.
Now, you know what I do for those? The ones on my chin.
Yeah.
I do just tweeze those, like the really coarse one because they're going to be there the next day.
So weird. So how all of a sudden your body changes and then it's like
the
stuff
hormones.
Like that.
So that's a great point, Ashley. And for those hairs, I just tweeze, not pluck. That's the proper.
Oh, okay.
That mother always says pluck. I'm like tweeze and polish, not paint your nails.
Okay.
There you go. Okay. And then what I was going to say is we are talking about like peach fuzz, like that peach fuzz. That's what I like to shave off in mini sections for that. So I'm going to show you how to do that. So first of all, we're going to double cleanse our face before we shave.
Good. I'm going to stop you right there because a lot of people don't know what actually a double cleanse is and why it's so important. So could you go over that?
Yes. And I'll tell you a couple of tips about double cleansing. Double cleansing is the first layer. I like to use an oil with that because it's like a magnet. You're attracting everything that you have.
I'm helping you. I'm like the
Ashley's home a product, but we're not ready for that. not quite yet.
Double cleanse
Well,
my
I mean,
face
you can
with.
go ahead here. You can go ahead.
I'm
And
so
hold that.
curious to see what you're going to say.
No,
This
you
is
no,
what I do as the first
no,
step
no,
of
no,
my
no,
double
no. Yeah, yeah,
cleansing.
yeah. I just wasn't ready. I was going to say something else first.
Oh,
Anyway,
okay.
Okay. Anyway, I like to do either this. I either like to use an oil cleanser because it's like a magnet. It just attracts everything. And I like to do a facial massage with that as well. And you can really get into your lymphatic drainage, into your facial massage at the same time. So when people are overwhelmed with, oh my gosh, I have to do this step, I have to do that step, then I have to do my facial massage, I have to do that. This is the key. Do your lymphatic drainage and your facial massage while you're doing your product work. So you're getting it done at the same time. And then it accumulates. Like if you do it when you're doing your cleanser and then your serum and then your moisturizer, you're really getting a really good one. Because if you'll notice, if you have a proper facial, your esthetician that's when they're doing. I always incorporated it in because why wouldn't I? Why would I not?
I just want to stop you right there and say I miss my Lindsey facials. Lindsey used to own a spa.
I don't miss giving them. Okay. The only time, okay.
They were
I
the
have
best.
something to say about this. I think if I ever have to do it again, it would have to be at like, this probably sounds really pretentious. Should I say it anyway?
Yeah.
Because you just went into what it is.
Because I know you're gonna be like this. I will charge you $1,000.
It would be expensive.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna look good. You're gonna look good.
But also, you're like this. I'm so done.
I'm not trying to pull my Naomi Campbell. I don't get out of bed unless it's $10,000. I think she said something like that, which I was like, now.
No, it was $1 million.
Okay, mine's like maybe 1,000, but now as you get older, you're like, I know what she's talking about. I know what she's talking about. Anyway, I had a vision down the road, maybe when Ellison's older, that I would like to possibly just toying with the idea of I would help get, Oscar ready or Golden Globes ready. And I used to work for celebrities. So I'm familiar with that world. And I like to make like my work would be getting ready for that night, for that event. And there's I just enjoy the challenge of that. So that is why I would do that. Mm-hmm. And
I would be right there beside you.
And also the reason
handing you these supplies. Oh my God, there's Jennifer Aniston. There you go. Wow.
But when you get over that, because I've met so many at this point because I've worked for 3 global entertainers. So they're just people. But the other reason I like that is because I could go to a place or event or even like the Nashville. Maybe that would be good because we're close to Nashville. Is because I can do 1, 2, like they could do person after person because there's an event. So I'm getting everybody ready at the same time. And then I'm done. Work really hard. Do it. And then, and then there we go. That leads me, and I'm going to continue with this, but that actually started my interest into the world of skin. For those people who don't know, people say what is because when I did work in the celebrity world, Ashley and I lived out in LA for 7 years, and I've been a celebrity assistant. A lot of people may not know this, for 3 global music entertainers, very, very well known.
That was fun.
That was fun. But I was introduced to the world of amazing skin and makeup and hair.
And so many opportunities.
So many opportunities. So I had my makeup and hair and done by the best of the best.
The fun story is, y'all, is that for one of the big top entertainers, I was the nanny and Lindsey was the assistant. And oh my gosh, Lindsey bossed me around. It was so funny. I was like,
I still do that.
Yeah, it was so funny. And Lindsey's like, okay, so you need to do this. And when the big celebrity was around, I was like, shut up, Lindsey.
I know. So anyway, I wanted to just say that is what got my interest into skin. And also I learned amazing tips being around these amazing estheticians. And another fun goal that I would love to bring to other people is to interview other estheticians that have, done their craft really,
Well, we're
Georgia,
actually
like Georgia Louise.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I would love to interview Georgia Louise, Joanna Check.
Oh, yeah.
There's so many that are on my list. So anyway, okay. So back to shaving your face and do the double cleanse. So start either with your facial oil or actually you can now hold up the prop, which is my cellar wash.
This is what I always do for my double cleanse because I feel like it's so easy
and refreshing.
And
And do you know that my cellar wash was invented by the French because of the water quality over there? So that's where the original, the origin comes from. So they would cleanse their fist. They would cleanse their face with my cellar wash. And an easy way to do that, and I have them over here, and this is in the esthetician world, so I'm giving you a peek at that. What we like to use is called 4x4s, and they are just, hold that for me. It's just like a little, basically it's facial gauze, and it's lint free, which is really important. I like to use lint free items so you're not having that all over your skin. And you can just get these on Amazon. So they're called 4x4s facial gauze. And you'll see those in the hospitals use those too. But I use facial gauze for so many things. Great even to remove your nail polish with as well.
I didn't think about removing nail polish.
Oh yeah, facial gauze. And it's thicker. It's like
cotton balls with the lint on there. Oh my word.
Yeah, use we call them 4x4s. So do that. The second cleanse, so you've gotten most of the items off your face, like you want to get that second cleanse to make sure everything is off. So I usually go in at night with a gel cleanser for that, just because it, to me, and you can also, I'm totally fine with you doing a milk creamy cleanser. My rule of thumb for this that a lot of people probably don't say is I think that you should listen to your skin. I have multiple cleansers because my skin has different, I feel like my skin has this personality, and it's like today I feel like breaking out. So you're going to use a salicylic on me. Today you didn't really use that much on my skin, so I don't really need anything but a milky cream cleanser. And today
I'm happy. Today I'm angry. Today I'm sad.
Yeah, it really is. And then today I have more makeup on because we're doing the podcast, so I do have more makeup on. So I am definitely going to use the double cleanse with the gel cleanser tonight. So I need to remove extra things off my face.
Turn to the side for a little bit. We look like twins. Okay. Oh my gosh, I've got ADD.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I was like, and look at me like a little puppy dog. What? Okay.
You did it.
That is so, I'm sorry that we're not on topic, people. So anyway, now that you've done your double cleanse, and feel free to use a toner as well if you want to pH balance your skin after that, you are going to shave your face. I like using a facial oil. I feel like it softens the areas, and this is controversial probably, I don't know, but I use just like a regular razor.
Now I like the regular razors too, but I also like the little twinkle razors.
Tinkle razors, yeah.
Tinkle razors. I go twinkle, you go razors.
You can get some that twinkle. It really is a preference. I use both. I think this is just because for me, I've just used this since I was a teenager, so I'm familiar with it.
Got it.
And I like the handle. Now tinkle. Wait. Now thanks, Ashley. The Tinkle razors are really good for getting super close and next to your nose, right up to your nostril right here.
They're so great.
They really get there. But for the large, I also like, because this blade, I don't know, it's larger. I can just do it. I can just do it so fast. Should you go up or down when you shave?
Good question.
My answer is going to surprise you. You can do either.
Oh,
now a lot of people go down. You want to go with the grain of the hair. Typically,
okay.
I
thought it was always up.
I go up. You'll see people with the tinkle razor. You'll notice they'll have the tinkle razor, which I should have brought one up, but they'll go like this and they'll go down. You can do that if you want. For me, I just go and I'm done. Like, it is so fast. It's so easy. So that's what I've done.
That this is an embarrassing story, but whatever. It was last year, and it was like a super bright day, and Lindsey was at the bus stop with me picking up the kids because she wanted to surprise my kids to say Aunt Lindsey's here. And Lindsey was literally like, "You need to shave your peach fuzz, Ashley." And I was like, "What?"
It was glistening in the sun.
Grabs my face with the peach fuzz. She goes, "This, like this." I was like, I have neighbors.
It was like
that are like 3
the
steps
wind was
away
like
from
blowing
us.
it in the wind. Oh, I meant to say, if you don't have a 4x4, feel free to also use a microfiber cloth. I really like this too. They're super soft and they're really good for your skin. I really like those.
Okay,
So you
so
can do
Lindsay,
that.
let me ask you, let me just back it up because why would you use a gel cleanser versus a cream cleanser?
I think it's more of when I was saying listen to your skin for that
Mhm.
day. I usually use a milky cleanser when I don't have as much on my skin, and I use a gel cleanser when I really need to remove, like again today I have a lot more makeup on today, and you know it's funny, so I'll use that. But my makeup today, even though I say I have a lot, feel like as you get older you use less.
Right.
But I have a tinted primer on. I have Glow Skin Beauty on today, so I have a tinted primer on, then I have a tinted moisturizer on, and then my blush and shimmer on my cheeks. And I like to put oil on my cheeks too. I have a little bit. I use bronzer on my eyelids today, and then I use my bronzer around. I do like a
That
heart.
looks really pretty.
I use like a heart. Thank you. I do a heart swoop. I
Oh.
saw that from the Kardashians. She said she does like this up here, and then swoop, and then swoop.
Oh.
Is that a heart? Yeah, like a heart. Doop, doop. And so
Oh,
I do that, and
okay.
then I do it on the bridge of my nose. So anyway, that's what I do there.
I also remember there was a point that because my skin tends to get really dry.
Yeah.
And I remember it was drying out so much, and I was using a gel cleanser, and you were
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Ashley, switch it to a cream cleanser. And boy, that made all the difference as well.
Yes, it'll make a difference. In the morning, if you have mature skin or if you have dry skin, skip the cleansers altogether if you're not breaking out, and just use your fingertips and blend in your natural oils. I know that that probably may be not the norm too, that most people, but it has worked for me. And the French do that too. They're very into using their more natural things.
Lindsay loves France. Her baby shower was even
Oh yes, it was French themed.
French themed. So
Let's move to France.
I know. She loves France.
Yes, I do. And you asked about a cold roller, right?
Okay, yes. So I love to use a cold roller after I shave my face because it just calms things down and helps with the inflammation.
Yeah,
but some people might not have a cold roller. So if they don't have a cold roller, what would you suggest?
I mean, that's easy. You can just use an ice cube in your freezer. Totally
you know
easy.
What I just saw. Okay.
Or a lot of people have a jade roller now. Just put that in your fridge and use that.
I also found another tip. So, what's going on with me right now is
what's going on, Ash?
Shut up. I've got plantar fasciitis really bad.
Oh, this again. Okay.
Stop. This actually goes along with this. And one of the things I'm supposed to do is I'm supposed to do ice on my feet. Well, I just learned this super cool trick. What you can do, and you could do this for your face too, is you could fill like a little Dixie cup up with water, put it in your freezer, and then when it's frozen, you can tear away just the sides of the paper. So that way you can hold it on. And
so your hands aren't freezing.
So your hands aren't freezing. So you know,
that's a good tip, because ice cubes is a cheap, easy way, but you would need to do a washcloth or microfiber cloth at the end to hold it. So I like that, just the cup.
Yeah, so you can use it with the cup. So,
but if we can, let's just buy an ice roller. Not everything has to be so cheap and free.
Listen, there's some Dave Ramsey followers out there, so
yeah. I follow Dave Ramsey.
There's some hardcore Dave Ramsey people out there.
Okay, I'm middle Dave Ramsey.
Dave Ramsey would be like this.
Dave,
get yourself some Dixie cups.
No, Dave, I'm buying an ice roller.
I'm buying an ice roller too.
I know your daughter would do. She's into good stuff. I know that Dave Ramsey's daughter is going to do an ice roller too. She's like, okay, Dad, I'm buying a little self-care stuff.
I'm not into the cheap. I'm just
I invest. Listen, this is my face. There's some things that I will bargain for, whatever. My face is not one of them. Everybody has their things.
But if you're doing this, like, let's say you're listening to it right now and you're like, oh, I want to do this routine afterwards. And you're like, I don't have a cold roller. Then go get an ice cube out of the fridge. Or if you have a Dixie cup, you can, just freeze it in a few hours. You can do it. So if you're in a pinch,
do that.
I will have to say, we've tried out some ice rollers, and I've got a link in the show notes. There is this ice roller that I really, really wanted to try based off the hype of it.
Yeah.
It met the hype. It was, and we don't have it with us. It's it's this big bougie pink ice roller. So, I'll link that in the show notes.
Yeah.
below. Oh my God, it's fantastic.
I think
And
it's called Hot Mess Ice Roller.
Hot Mess Ice Roller.
Yeah.
And it stays super cold.
I like that one. It's large.
I love it.
It's a
and
good job.
It's a good quality.
It is a good quality.
Anyways,
I like that one. This is not on the list, but if you also, my mic, if you also need your face to be iced like really fast and tight, you can, and I have done this, you can put your face inside a bowl of ice water. And that is, it really does tighten your face pretty fast. I just thought I would give you that.
That's a good idea.
So what I do after I shave my face, you have to remove the oil if you have an oil on. So I'll just use a toner for that. That'll be fine. If you want to plump your skin up, I have an alternative for using Botox. We don't use Botox. Not yet. I'm not against it. I'm just trying to not have it extend as long as I can. And I'm hopefully not going to ever have to have it. But and I like to say, I don't want to say never, but my favorite thing to do. Oh, I'm so sorry. I meant to show you. Did we show the oil? I love this oil. This is Sunday Riley oil. This is a really good oil. I have a lot of oils that I like, but I love this one. It also has vitamin C and turmeric, which is great.
That is a good one.
It really is a good one. A friend recommended that to me and I used it. I was like, oh, I like this. It just glides really, really well. Use silicone patches. This was a huge hit in my spa. You know why it was a huge hit? I knew that when I saw a client that I had to get results fast for them to trust me, right?
Right.
And when a person comes and they're like, I want to take off these wrinkles, whatever, not take up, reduce, whatever. And then you give them a skincare product, it would take like months and months.
Right.
But I knew that if I had you do this within a week, you're like, that wrinkle went away.
Yeah.
It got plump. And I showed a picture of my mom, which is so incredible. Mom, will you let us pop this picture up on the screen of before and after?
I'm gonna tell mom. Be mom. No, girls, I will not.
If mom says yes, I'm going to pop up here on the YouTube channel a before and after picture. Maybe if we can just do half her face or something.
Or maybe we just don't tell her. She doesn't know how to.
No, we can't do that. We have to be honest. But if she says no, you will sadly not see her picture. So anyway, the CO patches are excellent. What it does, I just want to make it really simple for everybody. It's basically starving your skin of its own hyaluronic acid, and then it pulls it from within to the top. So hold this for me.
Okay.
Here are my tips for this. CO patches, you can get whatever brand that you like. I've used CO for a long time. I've used other brands too. You want to make sure to look for medical grade. That's really important to use for medical grade. And what I like to do is fresh, clean skin. So you've got to make sure all the oils are removed first. And then I like to place a neck one, eyes, and forehead. What you want to do is you want to put the silicone patch on for usually 3 to 4 nights. Okay. Do not miss a night. If you don't want to do it at night, feel free to do it the day. That's my preference. I will put it on and then I will do my dishes. I'll usually put it on in the morning and I'll take it on after lunch. So I have it on for a good 6 to 8 hours because you start early in the morning and then I'm done by the afternoon while I do my computer work.
Yeah, you usually don't like to sleep in them, do you?
I usually don't, just because I'm a rough sleeper.
Yeah.
They will. I feel like they lasted for me longer when I used them during the day because I had more control of me tossing and turning all
I
night.
didn't think about that.
That's so for me, and then so
I thought it was because you're claustrophobic or something, didn't want like something on your
no,
neck or
and I would find them on my pillow. So I'm like, wow, this is really not, because these are expensive. I think they're expensive. It's worth it, but they are expensive. So do that consistently until you get to the goal that you're trying to achieve. So you'll notice every day your wrinkle gets better and better and better. And then you go into maintenance mode. So you may have to go through, my rule of thumb is you're going to go through probably 2 packages pretty quickly. Once you get to that second package, you're going to slow down having to use these as much, because then you could just go into 1 to 2 times a week.
Okay.
So I like to give that rule of thumb here.
I would like to say that, this is so fun, and it's limited time. They have these holiday sparkle limited edition patches right now
from CO.
Yeah.
Oh,
isn't that
cool?
cool?
Would be fun. I didn't know that.
And
cool.
Also one cool tip is that The eyes, you can use those for either the eyes or your marionette lines. And then if you have, let's say you're like, I'm really more into my forehead versus the neck, then you can save that neck one for the forehead. So just because they're saying you have to use it for something like, for the neck, you don't have to use it for the
No.
neck. You can cut that in two and slap it on your forehead, and that'll give you 3 foreheads.
Yeah, you could.
So that's what I
Yeah,
did.
you get your 3 foreheads.
Shut
That'll
up.
give you 3 foreheads. No, you can cut and modify this to whatever body part you want. I had a client and she had really crepey skin right here. I don't know what I was trying to do on the arms, and she had the whole, right here. So I said, use this. So we did it before and after. Looked amazing.
Wow.
Looked amazing.
I didn't think to use them on your arms. That's a great
and
idea.
now, and I know we just put this in our Christmas episode, but now Necessaire has a retinol for your hands. I would use that, and they have a body serum for your body. So I would also use that because you want to make sure to use a retinol or a peel of some sort. And it's it's exciting times. They have hands. They have a hand one. They need a silicone just suit. And they just peel it off.
Okay, that would be nasty. That's the second time I've said nasty in this podcast. And
mean
on both times.
I would wear it.
Now, for the silicone patches, what is the way that you can get the most use out of them? Like, how do you take care of your silicone patches?
I encourage you to go back into our podcast and listen to the episode that I talk just about CO patches and silicone patches. I interviewed Anthony, who used to be the company, and we talked about, he gave some great tips, but a few are, believe it or not, you don't want to rinse them off every day. Just rinse them when they're nice and gooey and they really need it, because you're going to be removing some of that adhesive. And this is my tip. I actually do not put them back on. I'm just lazy, and I like to air dry them, and I put them on a silicone mat that I bought from Amazon. When I rinse them, I'll air dry them. And then I like a big freezer size plastic bag, like a gallon size. You could just easily slide, because it was so hard. I mean, I appreciate them trying to put the packaging, but I'm just like really fast. So then I could just slap it on my silicone mat, put it in my freezer bag, and I could just get it out really fast.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Now, the last thing is that one thing that Lindsey was talking about is that, okay, you've got your patches on if you're doing this at night or during the day, but the patches don't cover all of your face. So what you can do in between the patches is that's where you can add your serums and then also your moisturizers as well.
Yeah, because you don't want to feel like, oh, it's patch night, I can't do anything on my skin.
Right.
So then you could fill in, which I usually typically do my OneSkin, which I'm a huge fan of OneSkin, by the way. We'll put our codes for everything down below in the show notes, because we believe in these products. You could head to lindseyholder.com and find more information. And I use them in our app too, but I will do everything with my patches on.
And then your last step, which is, which I will have to say does work, is that you put your lash serum on.
Oh,
and
yeah.
your eyebrows too.
Yes.
As you get up older, you might notice as you're aging that you're losing hairs, or at least I have in my eyebrows.
I do that. I sure do. So put that on.
Yeah. Okay.
Use those serums. Which, my gosh, there's so many now. There used to only be like one.
Yeah, there only used to be
the
like
main
one,
and now there's so many. So use the one that works best for you.
I'll put some of the ones. I'll put actually one that we really like.
Oh, I've used that one for years. So we'll put that one below. Yeah. So thanks for watching us. Stay tuned for next week. And also, I wanted to let you know, you can watch a series of videos. We just started a playlist. It's called Skin Tools right now. It's on YouTube. And we have several coming out. There's several now. So watch the entire playlist. I will show you exactly how to use your skin and beauty tools. And there's exciting,
say anything, but I was like,
there's exciting things coming there too. But if you want to physically see me, and then you will have exclusive stuff in our app at lindseyholder.com. I take you behind the scenes with amazing product reviews. And it's not just a review. I dig deep and tell you my secrets on how to use certain products. Until next time, thanks for joining us.